Hi, this is the Human Operating System time. This channel is for education and technology only. So in the past week or so, I have shared the topic on mapping the ancient 1850s Wing Chun into today's sports science. And that yield to a map and analysis tools for one to be able to figure out where one's position is, what one want to study, and how can one get result from one's investment in time and money. Well, after this, I have discussed with many of our Wing Chun friends who messaged me. Well, there are friends who love it because now they know they are clear on their positions and they know how to get result and how to make use of the modern science and modern wearable devices to help them. However, there are some other Wing Chun friends who hate it, saying that Wing Chun supposed to be ancient and like sacred, like in the religions, that you shouldn't question on what the past grandmaster is teaching, and saying that what I present is very westernized. So we have all different type of friends in Wing Chun where have their different view. So that inspired me to share this today with you. And as here the title is, what is Wing Chun? What is Wing Chun? So today's Wing Chun means different thing for different people. We have to accept that. Wing Chun today means different thing for different people. And everyone is free to choose what is their Wing Chun. What is Wing Chun means for them. So what is your Wing Chun? A reality? A make-believe as in the movie? A religions? A recreations? Of course, you are free to choose what is your Wing Chun. However, since this is a democratic world, it also applies that we have to respect on what other people's think their Wing Chun means. So we won't get into the cult type of behavior saying that, oh, because this is my way of Wing Chun, everybody in the world have to follow my way. So as we know, Wing Chun today means different things for different people. So everybody is free to walk their path and not suppress others to do whatever because one believes that is the truth. If that type of belief come into play, that means it is become a religion. So this is the situations today. And if we want to talk about reality of Wing Chun, well, then we need to look into the past. Well, this is the reality of Chinese fighting arts from 1560 to 1780. This is the General Qi Ji Guang's record of fighting art. This is the Bubishi. This is the Shaolin Short Strike. Classic. So it is there. The evidence of what is the reality of the Chinese fighting art is there. Of course, it is not a movie. So it will be different than what is in the movie. And of course, it is not a legend and story, so it will be different than what some grandmaster is presented to their student. So this is reality. If we want to look into the reality of human, and of course, as I mentioned here, one can choose to walk the path of reality. One can choose to walk the path of making a make-believe as in the movie, or a religions or recreations. Everybody is free to choose what Wing Chun means for them. However, if it's get into the reality, then one cannot get away from the reality, the history of the Chinese fighting art, which is very well documented, and it is existed in China, Korea, Japan, Okinawa. So that is the reality of the past. And as for the reality of today's fighting art, this is today's fighting arts reality. It's just 2 days ago, Zhang Weili and Joanna have a match. So we can watch that really great fight, UFC fight there, and found out that's reality. What is the reality? The reality is there's no magic power, no shortcut, no invincible hero. The reality is science, technology, great coaches, fitness, skill, hard work, and you are not necessarily will win. And you need to pay a price even if you win. So let's look at like Zhang Weili and Joanna. They are both good. They are both great fighter. They both have great skill, great fitness in order for them to be able to do what they are doing. And this is real fighting art. And actually what they are doing is accord to what is a record in the ancient of the Chinese fighting art. So if we want to look at what is reality, when the ancient and today's converge, we know what is the reality of the fighting art. And with we know on the ancient Wing Chun of 1850s, we map into today's world, today's sports science and technology, and this is the reality of ancient Wing Chun mapped in today's world. This is what it is. Okay? So here we know the sequence of the training. We know the what can be done at every steps of the training, and we no longer will confuse between the development of the chi and the fighting like Joanna or Weili Zhang, where we can see it. It's real. And also that we be able to track with the technology today, we be able to explain with science today, sports science, medical science, and we be able even to track our endurance, speed, and force. So this is the reality of Wing Chun 1850 or ancient Wing Chun in the red board era mapped in today's world. So with this, one be able to know the process of training, where one is, and will one want to go further in their training, or one just one for fitness and so forth. So this is what reality is about. And with knowing this, one will be able to get a good return on one investment if one want to practice Wing Chun, either for fitness or for the fighting, because one now know exactly what is going on, and one can make use of modern science, modern technology to help one, and one be able to see what is the strong point and weakness. So that's also why I wrote this book, because for people who want educations and to understand the ancient Chinese martial arts and the ancient Wing Chun, then one need to follow the evidence of the ancient China and the reality of which is timeless, because it will, as soon as we are human, we have to follow that. And with our technology today, so what I present is here a reality. That's why this channel is for education and technology. Well, it will not fit for those who want to do recreations, religions, or make believe as in the movie, because it is a different pathway, and because everybody define their own Wing Chun today, and so everybody have the freedom to walk their path and their directions. So what I present is just for those who walk in the same directions. As for those who is not walking the same directions, well, everybody have their freedom to do their thing, and we must not try to suppress others to go walking our path, because this is a democratic world. It's like religions. Everybody can believe their religions, what type of religion they want. So if we look at that, reality is science and technology, and all this is religion, then as in this world, there's a science field, there's a religions field. They don't mix. And this channel is for the science field. So everybody walk their path. Everybody is free to walk their path. There's no right or wrong there. It's just what is one's preference. So this is what I'd like to share with you today.